It's time to stop relying on short form content to grow your online business. I know that's crazy. Over the last couple of years, it feels like everyone on the internet's been telling you, get on short form content, get on TikTok, get on Instagram, post multiple times a day, get these fancy captions on your videos to make you look more professional. But in this video, you're gonna learn why you need to pivot your business strategy if you're looking to actually get clients consistently and grow your business to the next level. Did you know for every 25 followers you have on TikTok, that only equals to 1 YouTube subscriber, which means to get the equivalent of 100,000 YouTube subscribers, you need 2.5 million followers on TikTok, which makes your average TikTok follower worth only 4% of your average YouTube subscriber, which means you have to work 4 times as hard to get the same value. Don't even get me started with Instagram. Over the last couple of years, the engagement on that platform has plummeted tremendously. Zuckerberg has rolled out multiple updates, killing the overall engagement on the platform, preventing you from seeing the people you follow and care about the most. So what are you meant to do as a business owner? Do you just stop posting on these platforms? Does it not matter anymore? What's the solution? I'm going to unpack that all in today's video, but before I roll on forward, I would think it's very important to understand and get clear on the fact that short form content is still very beneficial to your business. It's designed to get you attention, but this video isn't talking just about attention. It's talking about converting that attention into paying customers for your business. So if you want to be the next influencer and go viral, be my guest. But if you want to learn how you can build an online presence that actually converts to meaningful purchases and customers, that's what this video is going to unpack today. Take a look at this graph here. As you can see, there's been a steady increase over time with this particular search term. Can you guess and tell me what this potentially could be? If you guess podcasts, you're correct. Let's play again. Here's another graph. And over the last 19 years, this phrase has seen a steady increase over time as well. Can you guess and tell me what this phrase could be? The phrase is how to. Yeah, I know that kind of seems totally unrelated. How does podcasting and the phrase how to have anything in common? Well, it's simple. The solution to building a business that you desire, getting meaningful, impactful customers and sales every single day is by building a long form presence online. Creating content on platforms like YouTube, because the most popular search term how to, most people go to YouTube to search and find the solutions to their problems. They're always going to type in how to figure that out. Podcasting has seen a massive rise over the last couple of years. It feels like everyone has a podcast now because long form content is king. All right, so by now you might be wondering, who am I to tell you what social media platforms to leverage and use and what to post? And I'm not going to sit here and act like a social media expert, but what I can say is that over the last 3 years, I've been dedicating my life and my business to learning how to grow on social media because attention is everything. I have a TikTok page that I grew to over 150,000 followers. I had a second TikTok page that I grew to 50,000 followers. I have an Instagram page that I grew to almost 30,000 followers organically. I had a YouTube channel that I grew to a little over 11,000 subscribers. I've even been on Pinterest and other platforms like LinkedIn, and I've been all over the social media globe. And I'm here to tell you, short form content can only get you so far. As someone that owns and operates a 7-figure coaching business, I'm here to tell you some of my best clients have come through on my YouTube channel. They've watched my longer form content. They've been able to connect with me better and see the value I have to present to them in a longer video than 30 to 60 seconds. So I don't want to just present you a problem and leave you with that issue. I want to provide a solution as well. So I'm going to share some strategies with you that have worked for me to build my online presence, because the con to building a long form online presence like a YouTube channel or a podcast is that it takes a lot of time, and not all of us have the time to sit back and wait for the following in the community build over time. So here's some strategies that I use. So despite me telling you to stop relying on short form content to get meaningful customers and sales to your business, I'm here to tell you that it's actually one of the strategies I used to grow my YouTube channel really quickly back a couple years ago. Take a look at this TikTok I posted back in May 2021.
Nigga, this shit is hard as fuck. Is that Akon?
Yeah, I know, kind of short and maybe even meaningless, but at the time when I was posting content on a separate YouTube channel, I was teaching people how to get started in affiliate marketing. So a strategy I used to do pretty often is every time I uploaded a new YouTube channel, I would create a short form piece of content and tell people to go check that out on my YouTube channel. Now, this strategy worked really well because I was getting a lot of views on TikTok, and it drove a lot of attention to those videos, which then, because of that attention from TikTok, YouTube thought, hey, this video is doing really good in this short period of time. Let's post it to more people on YouTube. So TikTok was a really great way for me to get a jump start on my videos to do even well organically. So that's the strategy, using short form content to drive attention to your longer form pieces of content, right? So a lot of people, they use the strategy where they'll take their podcast or their YouTube content and they'll clip it up into shorter, smaller clips. My advice to you is to actually make a dedicated short form video for your longer form content. The best strategy to do is to provide that type of exposure to your YouTube channel in the most authentic and organic way possible. If you're just promoting your YouTube channel, you're never going to be able to take people off of one platform to the next. But if you create genuine interest and desire and weave in your YouTube channel as a plug or podcast as a plug in that short form piece of content, it's going to get people to go over there and check it out a lot more. So an example of this is if you are a fitness coach giving people 3 tips on how to lose weight. Instead of just posting a TikTok or an Instagram reel saying, hey, go check out my YouTube channel, or even worse, just cutting out a piece of that YouTube video and telling people, hey, go watch this here. Instead, what you want to do is create a dedicated video where you maybe highlight the 3 topics that you mentioned in that longer form piece of content. And you kind of just explain to people, hey, these are 3 quick tips on how you can lose weight. And then at the end of that video, that short form piece of content, you can give the call to action to say, hey, if you want to see more of this in detail, I posted a full guide on my YouTube channel, go check it out. Because the platforms don't like you just deliberately trying to get people off the platform. You still want to provide value and interest and pique people's interest with your short form content. And then at the end, when they're already interested and got some value, then they'll get onto those other platforms. Okay. So that's the key from taking people from one platform and moving them to the next. You have to give them something first before asking for something in return. So like I mentioned, this strategy worked really well for helping me build one of my first YouTube channels. As you can see, in just about a 9-month span, I was able to monetize pretty quickly and make a little over $4,000 just from driving traffic from TikTok to my YouTube channel. I grew tons of subscribers and I got a lot of views just from this strategy that you can also use as well. All right, so let's end off with how to actually post long form content that's meaningful and drive sales to your business. If you take a look at this YouTube channel here, I've actually really nailed down a strategy that's worked really well. I know I don't have a ton of subscribers, but you'll be surprised with only a few videos that are meaningful and impactful can be the difference for someone paying you thousands of dollars to your business. So for my strategy, I'm posting 2 YouTube videos every single week that answer the most common questions or concerns my target audience faces on a day-to-day. And my goal isn't to just answer these questions. I want to answer these questions through my personal lens, through the experiences, the trials and tribulations I've personally gone through. People do not want an encyclopedia on just information. They want to see how other people in their industry or space are resolving the same problems that they're going through in the most unique way imaginable. All right, so there's obviously 3 parts to that equation. You need to be consistent, right? You can't post a YouTube video every other week or once a month or whenever you feel like it. Stick to a reliable schedule that you know you can fulfill on. Even if it's just as low as 1 YouTube video a week, maybe even 2 if you can really do that. I would recommend the more volume you put out, the more experience you're going to get with creating content, showing up on camera and speaking directly to your target audience. The other factor to that is, like I mentioned, your unique experiences. That's pretty simple, right? Just share the information you know through the lens that you've gone through. And then there's a third component that might be tricky for the average business owner, which is figuring out the most common questions your target audience faces on a day-to-day. Don't worry, I have 2 simple solutions to that. The first solution is a website called Answer the Public. It is a free website up to 2 search terms, and you can type in your niche or a common question in your niche, and then they'll spit back out the most common questions in your industry. They'll even break it down by certain categories, and you can literally just highlight the most common interests and literally answer those questions on a YouTube video or even on a podcast if you'd like to. They also color rank these to most common questions versus least common. So if you want to backtrack or at least start off with the most popular questions, you can get into that and start answering them for your audience. If you're more into the AI space, obviously we all know about ChatGPT. You can sign up for a free account and then also type in certain questions and concerns, and they'll list out the most popular search terms in your industry. All right, guys, so that being said, just don't overthink the entire process. As long as you're consistent in providing true, genuine value to your audience with tangible information that they can take and apply to their everyday life or business, you're gonna be totally okay. With that being said, guys, you don't need a massive following on YouTube or a subscriber base on YouTube to be very successful and make a lot of money. With only a few hundred subscribers, I was actually able to make $12,000 in a day, and you can check this video out here to learn exactly how I did that.